We live. We go fight Radahn. Stop him being a bandito. Joseph knows.
Colt would be down for that once he gets that explained to him.
Yeah, my
Demigod is causing problems in Lego City.
Few's new flaw is that I don't know what Joseph is gonna do to like make mess with me.
Fume, based on your con save, this pregnancy's going really well for you.
Oh, we're 5 months in. It's great.
Yeah, you've had not much bother with it basically. Possibly because you're otherworldly durable. Maybe it's because you're immortal. Who knows? So far, easy as pie.
I also love that you've put pregnancy as a flaw.
I mean, it's for an adventurer that seems like a flaw.
It's just very funny.
There is the additional features.
It's also in bonds. It's also going to be in bonds and in like ideal.
I inflict you with the additional status condition pregnant.
Sonya can just do that now.
I should just put it in personality traits as well because it's like.
That's true. Sonya has a very good intimidation tactic in any fight now, where it's like,
I'll make you pregnant.
Yeah, I'll make you pregnant if you don't do what I say.
I'll do it.
I'll fucking do it again.
There's some body horror implications going on there.
I used pregnant attack. You are now pregnant. How do you feel? Not good.
I'm a guy. I'm not feeling good about it at all.
How's this gonna work? Sonya explains nothing, then leaves.
Looks smug, turns and leaves.
Just does the peace out. Peace out, dissolve, disappear.
I don't know how this is gonna work. Am I gonna poo out a baby? That doesn't seem good.
Well, I mean, the question I had before the game was, do C-sections exist in this universe?
I mean, Spelljammers do, and mobile phones do,
So no.
Yeah, but has Caesar ever existed for C-sections to exist, or are they called something completely different?
Oh, Caesar exists. He exists in every form of the multiverse.
There's an even more safe way to do that, and it's just you can teleport the baby directly out of someone.
That feels real dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to then perform
that kind of magic.
Oh, Lawrence is playing Mortal Kombat 11.
Fun.
Like, it's much more painless, and also has several other advantages involving not having to cut you open. It's also way more precise than basically any knife could be. But yes.
So if we all reconvened after getting Firewall back, or is this during? Timeline wise, I'm guessing after.
Yeah, it's after.
But Sonya's still missing, yeah.
Yeah, that's not at all because I didn't think so much was gonna not happen for so many months.
So much didn't happen.
Hi. I learned spatial law. I got several thousand million people as killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Showed a lot of evidence.
Did the A plot.
It was a lot more. It was a lot more people than that. Don't worry about it.
And definitely, myself and Joseph were definitely expecting what happened to happen.
Now, this is where we get into the one death is a tragedy, several billion deaths is a weird statistic.
Several billion people died. That's a statistic.
Several billion with a particular connection between them all.
Me and Joseph
were
really
all standing near a spider, and by near I mean in the same universal area.
And me and Joseph had a lovely time role-playing a couple of people turning up in Sonya's heaven. Like, oh, I think my universe was just destroyed. Wait, you were there too? And then they're like comparing. It's like, oh, we're from different universes. Oh, galaxies, sorry. And then another person walks over. I was like, yeah, my galaxy X23 was destroyed. That's not either of ours.
So yeah, there was at least one habited planet in each of those, like in the two initial systems that got blown up. But you are talking about like population. You're roughly responsible for the deaths of like close to the high end of hundreds of billions, or maybe about a trillion.
Oh, that was so much nicer before he said the billions.
Before you said the trillions.
You're responsible for hundreds of billions, or about a trillion.
I mean, let's be honest. Like,
it's going to be
I don't give a shit.
interesting.
Those people don't exist.
It's going to be interesting if the rest of the party find out about that.
Yeah.
But until then, we don't know.
I'm so prepared with sob stories. Don't worry about it.
Excellent. I look forward to that.
I didn't know what she was gonna do. All I was trying to do was save our friend. Hey, I've got pregnancy brain. Can you really blame me?
I know how Colt's going to react anyway. But until then,
everything's fine.
Until then, yeah, Colt's been doing the earplugs.
There's no way you don't believe me when I start. It's gonna be great.
Fume is charismatic.
I'm just gonna transfer all of any negative feelings all back onto Amir, who you already hate and are willing to believe that she would do such a thing.
Yeah, but the way that I know he's going to respond doesn't matter on any of those things. It's fine. It's good.
Who would do such a thing?
It's fine. We can put them all back to life once we sort out all of this problem we've been sorting for the last several years.
Bloody hell, Colt has so many bloody notes on his sheet. Where's the notes from last session? Where are they? Who the fuck's Colin?
He's a caterpillar?
Fuck is Colin?
You know what, Graham is right.
He's a caterpillar. Very tasty.
Never said it was
I
wrong.
mean, that narrows it down. One note just says global, comma, nutcase. Colon, sorry, nutcase. Where are they? Right.
Everyone loves glove.
Okay, cool. Found the notes on the different factions.
Fucking just roll 20. Can you just be my friend for half a goddamn minute?
No, it's roll 20. It doesn't do being friends.
I hope that when you change maps, we can't see your map.
Like what happened to you.
Yeah.
Why do you wish that upon me? It's already been a bitch to me today. There's no need to wish more suffering upon me. I'm already suffering. Oh, we don't need that one anymore, I guess.
So we're past the getting Fireball out of prison, yeah?
Yeah.
And we're largely reconvened, bar Sonia still off doing Fix the Universe stuff.
Definitely what she's doing.
I mean, that's what Colt's assuming. I don't know what you're doing. I dare not contemplate.
Just be my friend, please. Please
Okay.
be my friend.
Roll 20 says no.
Oh, well, I said okay.
Just, is that enough? If I done enough for you now, roll 20. Will you now be my friend? Come on. Yay! Didn't immediately say fuck off and die.
I take it you're having to delete stuff from apps.
Yes.
Oh, Joseph's in the cool club.
I am in the very privileged position. of having to delete. No, that's not allowed. You can't be happy with it and then sad about it. Oh, 50-50 on this one. Hopefully, I deleted the right one there. What else can go? Okay, that didn't do a thing. Why did it not do a thing? But yeah, you guys are chilling on the ship. What do you do in the
I mean, that's why I've
while
been.
Ben is
That's why
planning
I've been
updates?
asking. That's why I've been asking. We're done with the. We've gotten Fireball out of jail. Is he just gonna get yeeted back to his universe? Fume can do that, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, Fireball just gonna go off and chill, I guess.
Let's
Oh,
get to whatever the task was you
Well,
discovered
I
you
get-
wanted to do.
be hot actually instead of chilling.
Yeah, we all like being hot.
Yeah, you guys decide.
I think we lost him.
All right. Well, going by the
You
map,
guys decide you want to go help with
missing shit.
Well,
No, I'm just on a massive delay.
we've got the
Guess I'll reach you in 4 years.
we've got the Landians who are very religious people, but they're having a problem with their god, where they're getting ill and they're not hearing anything from said god. Imperials who are stopping the AI rising, or the AI uprising, I should say. The Flori who are looking for a super weapon to help with the war. The Union who, how about we don't? The Alliance who are, yeah, they're the ones with the missing space supply trucks on the spaceways disappearing. And that's it. That's all I've got. Because the next note I have is on Ori, which is the character that you're playing. His gimmick is he has like all the words of power, doesn't he?
Maybe.
Or like he can speak them.
So hey, there was some mission that we were gonna go on.
Yeah, we were
I mean-
heading towards somewhere.
I mean, Colt has just explained all of those things to you, and it's just like, so that's where I've been the last couple of months while Fume was getting Fireball out of prison.
Yeah, it was so difficult.
Yeah, but I'm sure you handled it. You clearly handled it really well.
I had some help.
Oh, that's good. Seeking help from others.
Yeah. I do not elaborate from that point.
It's just like, yeah, and then it's just like there's a silence.
Cool. Ori and Colt were on the same page with regards to let's not do what the Union want. Because they want us to like try and take planets away from Time Boy, and we're like, maybe don't do that. Might be a good way to like get on his bad side.
And Andrew used his powers of persuasion to persuade you to not go to the robot planet yet.
Fair. Yet.
Yeah, so Sunya's gonna love that planet.
Okay, if Sunya wants to go to that, fair enough. So we've got missing space trucks, talk to God, and search for super weapon. Where do we reckon?
I think we basically agreed on like the what Joseph talk. My brain has turned off and I can't remember the wording for it.
Did we agree on the specific? Now I can't English. The missing supply trucks on the
Yes,
spaceways.
that-
Is that the
that
one that
one.
we
You wanted to
agreed
go
on?
do the supply truck.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
both
So
of
we're
you.
gonna go, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna go and we're gonna speak to the Alliance, as they're called. Right, so we're gonna go and we're gonna speak to the Alliance, as they're called. Right, so we're gonna go and we're gonna speak to the Alliance, as they're called. Right, so we're gonna go and we're gonna speak to the Alliance, as they're called.
Big quotation marks.
Sorry, I'm just
the
waiting
Alliance.
for this map.
The
to upload
Alliance.
because it set me on a massive delay, so it's a bit awkward. But I think
Is it just because
Oh,
Roll
no.
20's been a pain right now? It's doing that.
It would never.
it's finally uploaded.
Are you still on a delay?
Probably.
No. No,
Oh.
Called it.
But yes. Sorry, map uploaded. Yeah.
Is it going to take long to get to these guys?
It takes about 5 days to get to your the truck destination,
Mm.
or the general area where the transports have just been vanishing from existence.
Yeah.
Do you want to do anything over the course of those 5 days?
I think Colt's just going to do like the very basic maintenance training in the training room with all of the demons for those 5 days. Because he's already had the talk and he's kind of down a Sonya taxi, so
Sure.
unless others want to do out.
Graham, do you have anything? Does Fume have anything she wants to do?
No, Fuma's just has spent her time doing that, and then is like, working around any limitations coming because of revelations.
Oh yeah, you hear on the news on the 4th day, one more solar system has disappeared.
Where do
I
they
just-
keep going? Who's doing that?
Have you
I
checked
don't
under
know.
the couch?
Yes.
Okay. That's where Sonya keeps putting them.
What, things that destroy whole universes?
I mean, we know of a couple
solar
of things that have
systems,
destroyed
yeah.
solar systems in the past.
Just the solar systems themselves, that's where she puts them.
Just looks under the couch as a whole civilization.
There are like 24 civilizations and many solar systems.
It's beautiful under there.
Oh.
It's bigger on the inside. Behind the couch is bigger on the inside.
Since it's not on the map, I don't suppose the mare spiders are here, are they?
They are. They're just crawling about.
Looks at the mare spiders. I don't suppose that's one of your buddies at work, is it?
A mare. Oh, do you? Okay, cool.
Like
You
Colt just
asked
Colt just looks at one of the spiders on the wall. Whether or not she replies or not is down to her.
Yeah. A robotic version of a mare will descend from the ceiling.
Ah.
Oh my god, she's upgraded. I might have to destroy this thing.
Yeah, she just like pops in like. Ayo. What do you mean? Like the
Points at the news. Is that like one of your buddies or something at work?
No, not really my buddy.
Narrow his eyes. Because you're busy trying to help save the universe, right? Because you
Yeah.
don't want it to go pop. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Working hard on that, yeah?
Working real hard.
Working
I
harder,
have
hardly
been
working.
sidetracked. I have been sidetracked with another task that Fume gave me recently, but don't worry, the main project is still like coming along quite well.
I can't help but just feel like, yeah, Colt would chase that, just like looks to Fume, looks back to him, like multiple times, like, Is this the
Go
legal
back.
help you got?
Hurts.
Oh,
Oh,
my,
you poor thing.
my pregnancy hurts.
Oh my back. I'm gonna have to go sit. I'm gonna go sit down. Oh.
Amir like leads you out of the room, I guess, to a chair or your bed.
Whew.
I don't like how she's suddenly so chummy with the pink-haired one.
Well, you escaped that situation. Well done, Graham.
Note to self, find out who's popping all these galaxies. Find out who's popping all of these solar systems and why.
Oh, door
And promptly
closes.
deck them in the schnoz.
Smooth.
Maybe this pregnancy will make great alibis in it after all. Oh no, my back now actually hurts.
Ah, yes.
I placeboed myself.
Amir's just like, hey, do you want to hold the detonator for this one?
No, I would rather not have my fingerprints on that.
Oh, it's fine. I just melt them down.
No, I still feel it's probably safer for not to touch it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm also working on a theory that might get him.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's going along well. But yeah, eventually you arrive. What do you do when you get there? Like, it's just a space lane. You see the occasional ship go by.
So what are we looking for in the space lane again?
Well, a bunch of the alliance, the supply lines have been, or like supply shipments have been going missing.
Yeah.
So do we
one thing
pretend
you would,
to be a supply ship?
One thing you would immediately
I mean,
notice
that's
is,
certainly one way of doing it.
yeah, one thing you immediately notice is none of the ships that are going by have the Alliance's crest on them. But other, like, civilian ships and some other, like, allied nations ships are like go by occasionally.
We should probably consult the Maras who have been victimized by this whole situation. I
Do you look
don't
around
reckon
for,
that
like,
just sitting here in space is gonna help.
do you look around for a space station or something?
I mean, that sounds like a Takeo and Ben Oren job. Takeo
So
is
I'm
gonna
gonna paint an alliance symbol on the outside of our ship.
Yeah, Takeo is gonna like see if there's a spaceport that he can land at.
Sure, you managed to find one relatively quickly. Hang on, I'm gonna have to drop
Specifically,
you
like
an intermediate map.
like an aligned one.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to drop you another intermediate map because the map's quite far away on the map thing.
Oh, has it broke? Has it broke? No, it hasn't.
I like that I can't just drag it up. It needs to. No. Gotta go to the top. We've got a space.
We are
hopper
like
from map to
we're
map.
like a year in the past,
Ah,
complete
my
with
gen-
old artwork.
My generic space station map.
Go away, old artwork. Be gone.
Oh yeah, and you can't be there. You and you are also not there. Neat. I think that's everyone who's a character. Oh, you are there, but no one remembers you. But yeah, you arrive. Oh yeah,
mean-
you are also not there.
I mean, no, I mustn't remember them because I don't know who you're pointing at.
I've deleted them from the map.
You deleted them from reality.
I did. Throw yourselves on somewhere.
And I think I'll have Takeo come as well because this is a spaceport.
Ah, you're deciding that entrance. Fair enough. I assume Sonia and Fume.
So, Sonya,
Yeah.
no.
Oh yes, not Sonia, but Ori.
Yeah.
Where Ori be?
I mean... Oh, okay, they're at the top. I was really blanking on where people were.
I have also just found us because you said we were at the top.
Yeah.
Sure. You've arrived. Ben will also come with you because that just seems nice.
He's everyone's favourite NPC.
Would anyone remember Colt since he kind of did the A plot while we were doing the fireball
This is
thing?
where they got destroyed. I mean, I think.
Yeah,
Like-
this,
Would anyone be like, "Oh, you're back," and Colt would be like, "Yeah, I came here like a couple of weeks ago."
you watch as a slug-like creature just like slimes over some boxes and is like, "Oh, hey, Colt." None
Hey.
of you understand the language that this thing speaks.
Yeah, Colt will because tongue of the sun and moon and all that jazz.
To everyone else, it just sounds like squelchy noises.
And all that jazz.
Does jazz hands.
And the occasional, like, snapping, but it's like snapping from its front tentacles, like, flicking off each other to make snapping noises. But Colt understands it as like, "Oh, hey, Colt, you're back."
Yeah, cause like, yeah, and as promised, I brought the rest of the gang here, so we'll be better as an investigative force. Was wondering if we could get like a refresher on the information from the man in charge.
Oh, sure. I think the Alliance people are like off in the main engine room, probably. You just go down this corridor, take a left, then go straight on, take a right, go down, and then take a left, and you're there.
Simply can't help myself. Gets to here and take a left. Bonk, walks into a wall. Couldn't help myself.
Walks into a closed door, and the two guards that are standing in front are like, "Can we help you with something?"
The guy at the front desk said left. If I'm not supposed to be in there, cool. I guess he meant
Just
right.
Just see a bunch of like, "Do not enter this room."
No,
High
it's cool. I
temperatures.
guess he meant right.
I mean, yeah, this isn't really part of the corridor. I mean, you can go in there if you want to be vaporized.
Nah, I'm good. Anyway,
Okay.
jokes aside, we'll tell the rest of the party. Slug friend here has just pointed us in the right direction on where our what's the word I'm looking for? Clientele is. They should
Oh,
be
yeah,
able to tell us. So they should be able to give us a bit more information on, like, you know, what's gone missing.
Cool.
Right? Yeah.
Technically, this is also a left for you. It's not really a left, but you can move into it as a bolt of lightning if you want.
I'm good. What, like going into here?
Just this vent.
That's a right for Colt because he's
True,
looking.
that is a right.
He's looking.
That is a right for Colt because
He's looking in that direction. So left for him's over here.
That's true. Into the bathroom.
Yeah, I know. I got the directions wrong again. Anyway, again, tired jokes aside. You said like down here.
Yeah,
Is that
down there.
right?
Yeah. Does everyone else follow Colt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough. I mean, you could just leave it all to Colt, like last time, technically.
Ooh. Yeah,
you
last
could-
week, leave
you could-
everything to Fume. This week, leave everything to Colt.
I mean, we also
mean-
left this to Colt last week.
Yeah,
You kind of have for the last 4 months. Colt is just here to like get a refresh on the information and or whether we can like maybe passed ourselves
Hey,
off
I've been
as
doing important things that were required for not having one of our friends erased from existence.
Yes, you
Uh,
saved Fireball, but Colt was like, I'm no good in the diplomat situation, so I'll go and deal with the quest doing.
Yeah, and you're really good at that.
the,
Hey
these
guys, I'm
guys,
back.
these
What
guys just
ship
like,
this time?
oh hey, neat. Cool. Are you? Have you done the job? Have you found out what's getting rid of our convoys?
Not yet, but I've brought the rest of my adventuring party with us, and we think it would be a good idea to kind of pass ourselves off as one of your supply vessels. Because at
Oh,
least
okay.
then whatever's going after your guys is going to come after us, and then surprise.
Sure. Hands you a stencil and 2 cans of paint.
So you're gonna see 2 cans of beer. Well, you're a
Take
trucker
your-
now.
Takeo looks at the cans. It's like, how dare you? That'll not cover up enough. Yeah, he's part of the ship. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Have you got like a little badge for him?
Sure. Get goes into the little like pulls out like a little box that has a bunch of lollipops and pins and stuff in it, and hands him a like alliance pin.
Fucking
go.
slaps it on there like some flex tape.
And gives Ori a lollipop.
Ooh, thank you. What flavour?
Turns around. Graknik.
Ooh, personal favourite.
Oh, yeah, well, it is popular with the children.
So I wanted to double check before we go and do that plan. Just double checking that there's been no of all the ones that go disappearing. There's no like, I know SOS signals or calls for help or recordings or anything that has been salvaged or nothing like that. Or is this just they go out and then they're gone?
Here's the thick of it.
Uh-huh.
We've been designing new types of shielding that are good at defending against time manipulation.
Okay.
And we've been trying to get them from the production facility to here so that they can be distributed to the front line. The technology's quite unfriendly to moving through other dimensions, so it can't really be teleported.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to transport it there manually by ship.
Yeah. But the
Uh,
big problem we've been running into is somewhere between 10 to 40 minutes into their usual flight path, they just disappear without a trace. We've
Cool.
hired
Cool.
escort
Cool.
ships from
Cool. Now's
outside
the
of the
paper and
Alliance
pen.
to like just go with them and protect them. Those ships have also vanished. We've never observed what's gone on. We've tried many times, but we've yet to find out what's actually happened.
So the development shields that protect against time manipulation. Due to their nature, they are difficult to teleport or just can't be teleported.
They can't be teleported. I mean, you could teleport them, but it would destroy them on arrival.
And then 10 to 40 mins into their trip, they disappear.
Yeah, vanish without a trace.
Okay, so that time frame, rough between here and their final destination, roughly, how long would you say that would be? And in the time frame of 10 to 40 minutes, is there like a region that is particularly dangerous that they might be having to go anywhere near? Or is there anything significant about the area that any areas that are 10 to 40 minutes away from here by flight?
As far as we can tell, we've scanned that region of space from both stations, nothing is there. Like, presumably, some hostile ship attacks them, or an anomaly that we can't detect just, like, sucks them up or something. We don't really know. Maybe stealth ships are involved. It could be a million things, because we've encountered a lot of weird stuff that can cause things to disappear, but we have no clue what's taking these. There's nothing, like, visible that we can just scan and find, or we've tried divining it as well. There's nothing in that region of space other than some rocks occasionally.
I know it might not seem relevant, and again, he has like a piece of paper and a pen, and he's just like, it might not seem relevant, and I will almost certainly not understand a word of it. But are you guys are you guys either the engineers who worked on these shields, or know the guys who worked on the engineering of the shields?
The guys who make the engineering of the shields are back at the other facility that we have on the other end of the line.
Ah, so you guys won't know the intricacies of how they work.
We don't know the intricacies of how the shielding functions, but we've had it confirmed several times by all of the engineers that know that like they shouldn't cause the ships to like shift off in time or whatever. Like, they're not just a million years in the future or the past or something.
I mean, that's certainly what. Yeah, because then they would just turn up at their like final destination, but like way early, or get zipped to like the end of time, in which case they're kind of screwed.
Yeah,
That is not really what I was implying, but that's a good idea. But again, as you say, if they got zapped into a different point in time, they'd either turn up or be completely lost.
in fact, as far as we could tell, the shield generator should actually prevent them from moving in time. So it's unlikely that something that manipulates time has done this.
Again, I don't really understand it, but I'm thinking of it like, if that happened, that would be like the equivalent of making a metal shield with spikes on the inside.
Yeah.
You get shield bashed and you get stabbed by your own shield.
I like it.
I mean, if you can plus off of getting stabbed, sure.
Poison tip those. Remember, poison tip those shield spikes so you get poisoned as well.
So you can build up your immunity to poison when you get shield bashed.
Or a gun that fires only backwards.
True. Alright, how, again, did he say how far away the other facility is?
It's like a 2-hour flight from here.
Okay, I might have to go and speak to the engineers, just out of curiosity, but I also have like a friend or two who might know a thing or two about these things. Any information will help. But yeah, picks up the cans of paint, and the stencils. We'll make a start on this.
Although,
Yeah.
like, that is just by the. It depends how good your ship is ultimately, actually. But
Best in the galaxy, mate.
That's alright.
If it's that good, it shouldn't take you very long at all.
Way I.
Way
I reckon I could do it in 2 hours, and I'm just the drone.
Fair enough.
It's just cheeky, or just blowing smoke up your cell. Little smoke comes out of like the vent in his head.
It would take Tikio a fair while. Tikio is a relatively slow spaceship. He's fast for a person, but for a spaceship he's quite slow.
And now, but he'll keep on saying he's the fastest there is.
Just
That's
like
true.
Sonic.
Well,
But yeah,
thanks for the info, guys. I think I'll go and speak to your engineering friends if that's all right.
yeah, no problem. We can call them if you want.
Oh yeah, that'll help. That'll save us a few hours.
Sure. scootles over to a little computer screen and
Colt still keeps forgetting that phones exist.
gets them on FaceTime. The screen lights up with an image of a green goo that says, "Hello. I hear you're the people we hired to deal with this whole shipping issue."
Yeah, hi, yeah.
Again, no one else in the party understands the goop except Colt.
Yeah. And so Colt's just like, yeah, it's just been speaking to your colleagues here, but I just wanted to have a word with yourself because you understand how these things work. Now, I am almost certainly not going to understand a single word of it, but humour me. I'm going to note down what you say because I have a friend or two who will know a thing or two about what you're making. So any information will help, and I do have someone I can refer back to on it. So if you don't mind just explaining like the intricacies of how they function, and I'll just note down the actual words.
It's a temporal apathy drive is the core of the design. It causes time to become. I mean, the cute term is apathetic towards an object, but in reality, and then starts explaining of much more physics-based explanation on how the shields have like technically infinite mass and cause infinite time dilation, but in like a limited area, and how it's possible via like a lot of magic and a bit of science and stuff. And it's like, so that's how it functions.
And Court will
It's
like, do you want us to make a check for that, or can Court just go? Can you go back a bit and slow down? I'm trying to get this all down. Or do you want us to make a check for Court to like get it all?
Make a nature check, Colt.
Nature.
Yeah, because I've realized that nature checks are literally just the natural world, i.e. science.
Ah, Court sucks.
Colt writes down words.
But does he at least have the right words though? Because it's not for him to understand; it's just for him to get them down. If he reads them back to the blob, and the blob is just like, no, that's not what I said at all.
No, none of that. Go back. Try writing them again. Try rewriting it.
Okay.
I'll try and go slower.
I think my friend will be angry with me if I hand him this. We'll try and get it right. Is any of this usable?
Try again, buddy. Try again.
What? So the fact that I wrote down temporal apathy drive, is that wrong as well? Or is that bit right?
That says temperate apple drive.
Hypersonic lion tamer. No, hyperbolic time chamber.
You can have advantage on this attempt.
Oh, god damn it, Colt.
It's good enough. You managed to copy down the words he's saying at least.
Okay. Colt doesn't have to understand it. He just has to get the words right.
It's a bit rough considering like there's a hidden translation thing going on. Like you get his meaning, but it doesn't make grammatical sense in a few places, but otherwise it's fine.
True,
like,
actually, because his key is translating it, and some stuff might not translate properly.
Yeah.
Between blob and common.
Yeah. So like it's mostly correct, but like it's like it's a hard to read technical document, but it is at least accurate.
But the Colt, it's just like notes on a napkin or something.
Yeah. Colt can't tell the difference between the first one and the second one.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to. He needs it for. He's gonna send it to Chrono.
Sure.
And ask him a question. So he's like, "Thanks, buddy. We'll get right on to trying to find out what happened to all your shipments."
Thanks.
Colt already has a sneaking suspicion of who it is, but he's not saying nothing yet.
Really need them for the war effort. Yeah. Krona's like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, Colt will like copy into a text as best he can what he's written down. Like that's an A, that's a B, that's a this,
Yeah,
and then like send it, and then be like, and then in another message underneath go, okay, so would this item be a problem for people like yourself, and would it be like prudent to make sure it doesn't get like mass produced and shipped around everywhere?
He goes, it's certainly an interesting piece of like temporal technology. It could be very useful against someone who manipulates time.
So you would say that there'd be motive for somebody like yourself to make sure that this doesn't get out anywhere.
Yeah, and it's not impossible for people to manipulate it, but because obviously it would be quite possible to manipulate time, for example, to move an object into the barrier if something was there in the past, or you could probably throw something at the barrier and then accelerate it in time, and then it would hit the barrier with the increased speed, but the time dilation effect would disappear.
That's a point actually to the staff. Are these things switched on when they're getting shipped? I'm assuming no.
They say no. They're prototypes. Well, they're sort of a finished product. The prototypes have been tested, and an actual one has been tested, and then mass produced.
So you
But-
haven't thought about trying fitting the ship with one of these switched
Okay.
on and then send it out there. You haven't tried that.
We've not tried it yet. We can give it a go.
Just gives them like a sort of like finger gun point, like as if, but doesn't say anything out loud. It's just like gives them a finger gun point, like there you go, there's a point.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Because the only motive I can think of is not letting these things get out there.
Yeah,
Why would someone not want that?
we assumed it was probably our enemy in the war sabotaging us, but I don't know. We're very far away from the front line, and it would take a lot to interfere with them this far out. We can give it a shot
Okay.
though. Plus,
There's
this
nothing
isn't
to-
the only piece of anti-temporal technology the Alliance is like working on.
And
We're
have they
working
all
on
been all right?
most of the others have been successful. Obviously, we get attacked and raided, but like there have been 3 or 4 other projects to do with like time manipulation that have been successful and then distributed to the army.
Right. That is important actually. Isn't the only piece of temporal tech to have been finished and distributed. So that's a good point. If you've finished stuff before and it's worked and it's gotten out there. But yeah, we'll try and lure out whoever's stopping them. Do you have any of them lying around, like them shields?
No, that's the problem. If we did, we wouldn't be having a problem.
Hmm.
You could go to the other facility and pick one up.
Well, hopefully Okay, so if we go to the other facility, which we were going to do anyway, we can get one there.
Yeah?
Okay, that sounds like a plan B for when we're already out there, if we aren't successful in finding who's doing it. Plan
Yeah.
A sounds like you try to pass ourselves off as one of yours and see what happens. I'll bring this up with my friends, see what they think.
Let's
Sure.
go get kidnapped.
I mean, is it kidnapping when you're voluntarily using yourself as bait?
Let's go use ourselves as bait.
Again, bringing it up to you guys. Like, fast forward a little bit later, after you guys have had this explained to you. If you aren't comfy with it, say something.
Everyone stands in worrying silence. I'm like, no, they're all okay with it.
I mean, Court will probably see the worried looks, just like, well, you don't seem too pleased about this idea.
No,
Ghost
no,
Crow just says,
not
"Fuck
worried.
yeah, Ghost Crow. Let's
Yeah,
do
but that's
it."
Yeah, but that's Ghost Crow.
Yeah,
though.
let's go get kidnapped.
What's the worst that can happen?
I mean, the worst that could happen is we get kidnapped, which is also the best that could happen.
I
And
mean,
if we do get kidnapped, I'm just gonna deck the kidnappers in the schnoz.
okay.
Also, once they find out that we're not one of the Alliance lot and we don't have any of them shields, where's their motive gone?
I mean, their motive will be us destroying them.
Do you get a stencil
That
out?
doesn't
and
sound like a
start-
motive. That doesn't sound like a motive. That sounds like a result.
Do you get a stencil out and start?
I'm sorry, I'm
painting it
very
on
muddled
side
at the
of
moment.
ship?
I mean, Tikio is going to do that because he can just fly on the outside of the ship and just do it.
Yeah, sure. It goes
He's
pretty
the one with all,
quickly.
he's the one with all the tool proficiencies.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. 1 second.
I might ask for performance because it's more of it arty, but I guess you're just doing a stencil. So
Yeah, if it's just a stencil, sleight of hand. He's not terrible at that. Oh, that sucks. He's
see-
gone over the stencil.
TKO looks great. You have added like a little bit of a splodgy outline where around the square, but you think it looks great. I mean, it looks just like the one that's on the facility that you can currently see. So
He's
Must-
spraying
must be fine.
away. He's spraying away, and one of his jets just like backfires a little bit, and it like makes him spaz out, and the spray goes all over, and he just goes, "Ah, bloody hell, man!"
you eventually get back to the door, and like you realize that you were upside down that whole time, and you're like, oh no, I've painted it upside down.
And there's me without any universal solvent. Bollocks.
You rolled a 3. Oh well.
It's just a little upside down.
Just a bit.
Ah, it's space. There's no up.
That's true.
Just fly the ship upside down.
Yeah, if you pretend that, yeah, if you fly the ship upside down and pretend the top is the bottom and the bottom is the top, then it makes sense. Now it is accurate.
That's what the artificial gravity's for.
It is a little splodgy on the outside, though. So it's like, oh, maybe that's a special version.
What cantrips does he have? Does he have prestidigitation to like get it off? No, he does actually. Could you like try to prestidigitation it the second it like goes outside the stencil to like get just that bit off? Like, oh no, man, just, like prestidigitation.
It kind of makes it a bit better, but it's still like a mess. It does help things.
Yeah,
You'd say it definitely
bollocks.
looks better, but it's still kind of a. You also realize now, looking at it, it's at a slight. It's not like perfectly upside down. It's at a slight angle.
They'll not be able to tell that from a distance. That's the least of his problems.
And it's got a little bit. It's got a couple of like with the prestidigitation. It's still got a couple of like flicks of paint around the outside of where the stencil was, but you've got like the thick of it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just gonna have to do. Like,
Like rattles
Go-
the can, rattles the can, goes to spray, and nothing comes out. It's like,
shit.
Look,
Oh.
look, I tried my best. Did you? Alright, well, I sort of tried.
Look, the
Hey,
important thing
I'm
is
a battle
went-
droid, not an artist.
you're spraying on a stencil.
So,
look, the important thing is I went out there and then I came back in,
Went
and there
out
was less
there,
paint in the bucket.
did the thing, and now there's no paint left in the cans.
That's the important part. All the details are met.
Tikio, you do realize that those cans were supposed to cover both sides of the ship? You've done one stencil.
like,
Oh.
you can go and float in space and do it next time.
But yeah,
If only we had some sort of amazing artist.
Oh, if
If-
only.
only. Yeah. What do you guys do now? Do you want to like try and fly along the space lane?
That is art usually, anyway.
Performance, I assume.
Okay.
You
you.
could also argue sleight of hand.
Yeah, you could also argue sleight of hand.
Which
I
is
just
what he
wanna give-
used.
I'm just on the performance doesn't get like any love.
Mhm.
You could
When the
you
fuck
could
do you roll
also
I mean,
performance?
the
You could
sleight of
also,
hand
like-
is more for like sketching and copying, whereas performance is like creating.
Yeah.
For doing like a stencil, you could make an argument for concentration, to concentrate on making sure that it's going on the stencil, not fucking off everywhere else.
I guess. Although
But
that
then-
is normally concentrating on like a spell, which is
Yeah, but it's still
less
concentrating on
concent-
something.
yeah, but it's more concentrating is much closer to like I've got to remember these numbers while I'm like in the middle of this battle, or my spell shatters.
I mean, yeah,
I
but
get
it's still, it'll still take
What if I
focus.
argued nature?
Okay, I'm listening.
No, that's it.
I'm letting you cook. I disagree.
I find it hilarious that the robot has way better nature checks than the monk. Look at this
Uh,
shit. There you
yeah,
go.
the robot.
Fucking robot was a 23 on nature.
Yeah, the robot knows a lot about like textbook science.
I suppose.
Knows tons about the actual world that they live in. Whereas Cole knows a lot of spiritual wisdom. But yeah,
Anyway,
you guys
date
head along.
prepared.
Do you guys head along the shipping lane?
Yeah.
Sure. What you were informed to be a 2-hour journey does not take 2 hours. You go very quickly. Your flight time is estimated to be about like 16-ish minutes.
It's just like,
Heh, called it.
Yeah, your engines are like power artifact amplified. That's why you go so fast compared to most
Mhm.
other ships.
Zoom.
Uh,
yeah, but yeah, I thought it'd be if we don't get intercepted while on the strip, maybe they'll be put off by the fact that we're so quick. But if not, then a plan B could be have one of those shields on us, because whoever's like nabbing them might be looking for them rather than the ship itself. No?
about 4 minutes from your destination, Ben will say, "Hey, something weird's happening."
What kind of weird?
Yeah,
What kind of weird?
Be more specific on weird. Everything we do is weird.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
every day with us is weird.
I'm accelerating towards the destination, right?
Uh-huh.
But we're not getting closer. Like, the engines are definitely on. but
Like, is something bending space around us so we're standing in the same spot?
I'll start scanning for something
I
like
mean, is there something that Tikio could roll for that with his various sensors and different sights and stuff?
that. Give me a perception roll, TQ.
Perception.
As you start using your body.
Oh,
to,
the
like,
one time it fucking mattered.
you'll get a couple of things. Like you have confirmed you are quote unquote moving forward, but you're also not moving at all. Like you can tell. Like for example, if you deploy like a little buoy, you can tell that the ship relative to the buoy is moving forward, but when you compare it to like the stars in the distance, you are not moving at all. Like positionally, you are in the same spot you were in.
Oh fuck, we're playing Starfield.
Whoopee? Question
You're
mark.
you're trapped
Nah.
in a loading screen.
What is a
You'll never make it to your destination. You're currently loading.
I mean, I was just referring more to the fact that when you are traveling towards a planet, it just doesn't feel like you're traveling unless you go into a load screen.
Yeah,
You can boost all you want, you don't go anywhere.
yeah.
So now what? We're in some sort of like space treadmill.
Base treadmill.
Space rolling road.
All the fun of a treadmill and none of the fun of the treadmill.
All the fun of a treadmill mixed with all the thrills of space. I hear it's the final frontier. Well, until they discovered that new dimension. Then that became the final frontier. Now space is just the penultimate frontier, so we stopped calling it a frontier.
I take it there's none of the Alliance's ships around us at all.
According to your sensors, there's nothing in basically every direction. Like, all the stars are still there, but you can't find any, like, constructions.
Huh.
Like, like, you're not receiving any signals from the space station that you left from, or the one you were going to.
So have we been yeeted into like an extra dimensional space or something, or an impossible space?
Give me an Arcana roll. If anyone
29.
wants to try and figure that out.
29.
Something magic and spatial is happening. It's hard for you to tell exactly what, but it's like, yeah, great rolls. It's hard for you to tell exactly what is going on. You would surmise that you've been trapped either in a place where space has been made strange, either by it's hard to tell with all the information that you currently have if it's magical or like some piece of technology that's doing this to you. You would I mean, you think it might be both. You would get, with the 32 and the 29, you would guess that like magic was probably involved at least a bit.
Eldritch Sight, which is just detect magic, but a bit stronger.
There's a lot of magic on your spaceship.
I mean, I'm looking at. Okay, if I'm going to be like really specific, because of course, just looking at the ship is just going to blind and take you. Just be like his drone body, be like
I'm a head out.
stands up. magnetize the outside of the hull so that the drone can stand on the outside and use the Eldritch Sight to look at the space around.
There's some magic, but not as much. Like, there's definitely a faint aura of conjuration magic generally, generally in the space you're in, but it's not strong enough to pull an entire. Like, you would know that it's not powerful enough, at least on its own, to pull a ship into an extra-dimensional space.
But it could be a component of something.
Yeah, in theory,
I mean,
like
I'm
this,
a try and dispel it.
this plus
I'll-
something else could maybe do it.
I'm gonna try and dispel that conjuration with just straight up dispel magic. I'm assuming I'll have to make a roll on it though.
I mean, do you cast dispel magic?
On space, yes.
Yeah. I mean, you dispel like a chunk of it away. It happens automatically. That you would guess the spell is low level enough where it just is
Oh.
dispelled by the lowest casting of dispel magic. But you notice that over time, kind of like fog, it reasserts itself.
The
And actually, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I did for a second there. I thought, can I use the power artifact? But I thought, don't use the power artifact on dispel magic. It'll shut down the ship.
I'd like to just cast dispel magic, boosted by.
Indomitable.
Okay.
Oh god damn it! God damn it, Tiki! What have you done?
Cool.
What have you done?
What have you done, Tiki?
Tikio, you like turn around and your legs fall off.
Good thing the hull's magnetized. His
Uh,
body just like thwacks against the fucking thing.
Yeah, you look back at your legs that are currently not attached to your body.
Sorry.
Yeah, you look back at your legs that are not attached to your body. It
Mhm.
looks like the motor, like it looks like the joints that connect your torso to your legs just refused to move. Like everything else tried to move, and you went in that direction, but then specifically the connecting parts just didn't. You also kind of watch.
When did the rest of us come off then? I shouldn't be that shoddily put together.
You also
If the
watch.
joints seized, I should have just stayed still.
You also watch as the connecting portion kind of just like crumbles to dust.
Fucking mending on that shit.
Do you like sort of position your torso over your legs again and then try and glue yourself back on?
Pretty much, yeah. Mending on my legs. Cast mending on my legs.
You sort of start your mending process. It takes like a minute to cast that. Give me a con save.
25. It's more like it.
You spend some time mending your legs, and you successfully do. Do you try and walk back inside the ship?
Do a systems check first to make sure that everything's moving right and nothing's seized.
You checking your systems. It reports back that you've had a lot more wear and tear than you reasonably should. Like,
Oh, so when my legs came off, there would have been like corrosion there.
kind of, yeah. It's also like your body generally is more brittle than it should be. Like the metal seems to have become less flexible. It's sort of not moving quite how it should. Like it doesn't really bend. It kind of just like if you take a small panel off of your arm, like it doesn't really bend. It kind of just snaps.
like I'm being aged like really fucking quick.
Yeah.
We'll just keep continually casting mending while trying to walk back into the ship.
Yeah, you managed to like
Um,
hold yourself together enough to get back inside the ship.
and also, while he's doing that, can like like the software part of him that's like the ship's AI check in with everyone else to make sure that nobody else is like getting really old really quick, or make sure that Fume hasn't already had the kid already.
As far as you can tell, nothing like that has happened inside the ship yet.
Cool. Gets back
You
inside.
although you would like you would be able to do an internal check of the ship systems from outside the ship. You know that the outer hull of the ship is indeed experiencing the same level of like it's really brittle and like almost as if it is like worn down with time.
I can't use. What's mending doesn't have a range, does it? It's touch.
It does. It is a touch spell, I believe, or it might be like 5 feet. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's 1,000 feet.
It's touch.
Fair enough.
I was wondering if I could use the power artifact to mend the ship. But yeah, the software take you on the monitors will just go.
Some mad time dilation going on out there, like.
Can you give like an estimate as to how long it'll take before the ship's hull starts becoming like compromised to the point where the oxygen shields won't hold up?
It's hard to say. Actually, roll me. Give me an Arcana roll and a Nature roll.
Arcana, Nature. Ugh. Not one.
You would guess whatever is causing the issue. It is not time magic. Because you checked magic and it like there wasn't any time magic going on outside.
Well, as Tikio said, some mad time dilation, but he's just like,
I didn't think it's magical, like, chronomancy.
But yeah, you get back in. Everything is.
Here, Colt, gives your phone.
no,
Yes.
why?
You know what? You're not fine. Well, why give?
Nabs his phone off him, plugs it into himself to contact Chrono. Just basically like, help.
You attempt to call.
Tikio will send like, he'll like receive like a fucking detailed technical report as to what's happening to the ship from the outside.
I don't think Chrono's linked with one of the special phones, so your call doesn't connect.
Shit. He tried. One of the special phones. Who's got the special phones?
Sonia, technically Colt.
So
Fume.
Tikio did grab the right kind of phone.
Yeah, but they're linked to like very specific phones. The only people on the outside that are still linked in are Alan and Fatesbane. They're the only people in the like this signal cannot be blocked network.
Technically also Sonia.
Yeah, also
'Cause
Sonia.
they're not
You could
here.
call Sonia.
Yeah, sends it to Sonia, and just being like, a message underneath saying, if you are too busy, pass this to Chrono, the time magician, the time wizard.
Pass to time magician, time wizard. Alright, 1,000-year dragon. Well, you don't get a response, but if they're gonna pass it on, it'll take time anyways.
I mean, Tikio's trying, but he's like, right, so again, telling everyone inside if Ben or Ori knows out about like, I think Tikio was the only one with regards to like technology who might know.
Yeah, and he did really bad on his nature check.
True.
Yeah. You think it'll take about an hour, maybe 40 minutes for the outer hull of the ship to just like melt off?
An hour.
Yeah. Maybe 40 minutes. Depends how it goes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Is this you?
Uh, the spiders just be scuttling around a bit, and a mare will come from the ceiling.
I mean, again, Tikio will make this like technical report as to what's happening on the ship, and that it's not necessarily chronomancy related. That everything seems to be aging super fast from the outside of the ship's perspective, specifically. It's not magic related, so
Cool.
he's thinking some sort of field has been put up, kind of like a reverse engineer of those shields. So he'd either point it at, he'd either show it to Emir or show it to Discovery the dinosaur. Oh wait, is Discovery not here?
Yet.
That's Robo Discovery.
Robo Discovery is just as smart though.
You've got a robot Emir and a robot Discovery.
Okay, sure.
Robot Discovery
The robots are all just doing this.
Yeah, the team of robots are gonna do this. Yeah, a mare like sticks arm out briefly of door and like rips off a chunk of the outside of the ship and is like, cool, I'll start analyzing this.
God, oh no, man, I can't even believe you've done this.
Cast mending.
Snaps it in two, hands one bit to Robo Discovery, who is gonna go to their lab and analyze it.
Hello.
Yes, Graham.
So
Hello.
as I've posted in chat, I stopped hearing you guys for a bit right after we worked out we were stuck. So summary I've got from Andrew is that something about time is wrong.
They think it's time. We haven't confirmed it yet, but
I mean, I'm thinking it's like a reverse engineer inverse of those shields that they were supposed to be, because those shields were supposed to, like, make the time stream not interact with an object, whereas this is very much an object is being acted upon to be like accelerated.
Sure,
in
but that
terms of,
would
like,
require
aging.
us to see a thing that's causing it, right?
But we can't.
yeah.
And it's not magic related, because using any magical sensors just brings up a little bit of conjuration, which I tried to dispel, thinking that might be like a component, like it might be conjuring up whatever's fueling this effect. But I was only able to dispel a little bit of it, and then it just like sort of like restarted itself. Tikio's gonna try to see if anything gets affected if we try to stop or turn back. See if maneuvering does anything at all, or if it's like a field that's preventing us from getting to that one location. If it's like a field stopping us from getting to that one location, if we stop or turn back, he's like, maybe the effect will stop.
Turning back, stopping stopped you, and nothing really happens. You still continue to sort of
Decay.
in a weird way.
Performing a 180 turn and then firing off. Yeah, no.
Turning
If
back,
we can still see the stars, we can orientate ourselves relative to them as a like a reference point. So surely we can turn and move.
turning back, you find some derelict ships.
Oh.
There are several ships in various states of decay. Most of them that you see, their outer hull is just no longer there. You find a couple whose outer hull is seemingly still intact.
Are any of them the Alliance ships?
All of them are Alliance ships. Well,
Excellent. Can I
it's a bit
approach them?
it's a bit hard to tell because the
Excellent. Can I
hulls
approach
of
them?
not- But yeah, you can approach.
Right. If I heal any of them, do I get any responses?
Uh, from
Any
one
of
of
them?
them, you'd get a. From one of them, you'd get a. Who's out there?
They'll get like a message back, being like,
We've been hired by the Alliance to find you, lads, and ended up getting stuck in here ourselves.
Okay, so the time dilation isn't affecting signals. That's good to know.
"Yeah, that's one of the things I was testing for that."
Yeah. Because I was like, does the time dilation decay mean that signals would decay faster, which means communication range would become much, much, much shorter.
So we get a response from one of them.
You get a response of like some weird thing is. Yeah, they say thank. Oh god, thank God, but also, you're probably gonna die with the rest of us. So we tried to make a shipment, and so did all these other ships.
Mhm.
And they've all kind of just melted. We don't really know what's going on. We got
Have you
trapped
se- have-
in this weird thing.
So you've just been trapped here. You haven't
We
seen any
tried.
hostile entities or not.
We tr- we haven't. Well, the other ships did go silent, but I think that was due to their hulls just breaching and them all dying. But I don't think that. And then you hear a cracking noise.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
and
TKO will.
the message cuts off.
TKO will.
Actually,
Hmm?
you.
I
still
think you're on a
open
massive delay.
communication channel, but there's still an open Am I? Okay.
Fuck,
Yeah,
that is
'cause,
a
like-
delay and a
I am.
half, which is ironic because
'cause-
of the time shift.
Yeah, I count. That was like a good 5 or 6 seconds. And he's muted.
What?
Joseph is muted to try and fix the problem.
This
At
feels like
least-
a finding. Like we need to find the origin of whatever's causing this, because if it's a field being created by something, there has to be a.
Yeah, but the
origin
thing
point.
is that these ships were allegedly shipping those time shields.
Yeah, I get it, but
So I'm
The-
like,
the-
if we can salvage those parts off of these ships, and then we have Tokyo, Amir, and Discovery, all very techy construct characters, high intelligence characters who can figure out how they function, get them working, and use them to maybe break this. That's my current thought process.
sure, my only issue with
Okay,
that process
I'm
is that
back. I'm
this-
not on a delay.
if they already have these shields on them, right? Then
Why have they not used them?
Yeah, very obviously either they don't do anything, or like
I mean,
you can-
again, that was the next thing I was going to ask, but we've found the delay.
You can confirm something, and it's that the ships didn't hang up on you, just no one is now speaking.
Yeah.
And also, you can confirm some of the ships do have active shields on. Like, you would guess that in desperation they tried fitting the shields and then turning them on.
Mhm. But it wasn't
It doesn't
enough
seem to
actually
have
help
changed. Like, those ships are still decaying.
Mm. Court will just be like, in fairness, to everybody, in fairness, the fellas who we spoke to, back at the spaceport, they didn't know how these things functioned, and maybe the supply drivers didn't either. Maybe they don't know how to use them. but we have like 3 very smart techie types, 4 technically counting Ben. Maybe we can figure them out, especially since we've got like the details off of the guy who engineered them.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in my gem and wait for death.
Didn't you worry? You remember that? You remember that? I still said I've got you back. If all else fails, I'll take the ring and get you back to a different planet. I didn't need to breathe. I can last in space.
I forgot my brain again. I'm immortal. I forgot about that.
You forgot you're immortal.
You are immortal.
I keep forgetting it.
That moment when you
Do
forget
you need oxygen?
you're
I mean, I can. I don't know. I've never tested it.
Tikio doesn't need oxygen. The only
is
downside
now
for
the
him,
time to find out if you need
Te-
oxygen or not.
Technically, being made of fire, I think I might need oxygen.
yeah.
But like, I think as long as I have some of that, it'll be fine. I'm just gonna stay in the ring.
Yeah, but worst comes to worst, if we do find ourselves lacking in oxygen, can the other organics go into the ring as well?
Yeah, but they can only be in here for like 8 hours, and then it stops.
8 hours for Tikio to fix the oxygen supply.
Yeah.
8 hours for Tikio and Amir and Discovery, because
Like, I can stay in
these
here
ones are
as long as I
constructs.
want, but like, other people kind of have a time limit.
Yeah. And Tikio does remember.
I do technically have a time limit. I could try and get all the other shields from them ships, but I'd have to be bloody quick about it.
Is Tikio like relatively back at full since he's like been hitting himself with mending? So
Once you
he's
got
not,
back
like-
inside the ship and you've been like mending yourself, you've recovered pretty quickly after
Mhm.
that.
So there'll be, I'm assuming, like a cargo hold on each of these ships, yeah.
Yeah. So like, it depends which one you're flying up to. Some of them are still intact. I mean, you find some like ships that are just metallic dust
Ooh.
at this juncture.
Shaped metallic dust.
So the one
I'm-
that just
It kind of just
Sorry?
looks like. I mean, kinda. It kind of looks just like a ship has drifted apart.
I was imagining it like a sandcastle in my head.
that is some mad time dilation, considering that once in space, an inorganic material such as like steel or anything like that will probably just fucking stay forever.
Give me another nature roll. Come on. Not a 1. There we
21.
go.
There's a one
That's
in that.
good. You don't think it's time dilation. Your immediate observation,
It's more
Tikio,
like it's more like accelerated corrosion, but there's just something that's keeping us here.
you would. It's hard to say. It's not time dilation. You think it's like. Your basic thought is everything is just suddenly really brittle, and when the non-brittle components of the thing try and move, it like snaps apart effectively.
So those time shields won't do dick.
Yeah, you're guessing that to you it looks like the bonds between the atoms that hold the ship together are just kind of not, like they're just kind of ceasing to be a thing.
So something is like negating nuclear forces, essentially,
You could
or
assume that
bonding forces.
it's you would think that it's kind of acting like a super solid, like it's become very brittle, but it has gained new properties, but it is just incredibly brittle, and the slightest amount of force is causing the ships to fall apart. And then just
So
drift.
that's fucked, but that doesn't solve why we're getting stuck here. Hmm.
So Fume's gonna be in the ring. I guess Bethany doesn't have a lot to contribute.
Passes that information onto the other techie lot, i.e. Discovery and Mare, just to share information and try and accelerate the whole figuring out why we can't move.
Boyle can be chilling there.
The ring has obviously been done up on the inside for it being our home, away from home.
Colt TKO
Yay.
is currently in space, which I'll acknowledge with this blue marker. Who even is this?
Oh,
Which
Joseph! It's
that's the little devil butler that we.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, that's the Chain Devil. I forgot.
our best
I couldn't
friend.
see the artwork properly. I was too zoomed out.
Such a
Nah,
good
You know, you
boy.
got a lot of NPCs when the DM is just going, "Who even are you?
Who the fuck are you?
We
Guess those-
adopted them a month ago."
It's okay.
You know how little that narrows that down.
A
That's
month?
true.
That's true.
True. No, what? It's been more than a month. It's been 6 months.
It hasn't been 6 months since we adopted him.
It has?
Yes.
I mean,
has.
in game it has.
Yeah, so you
In
can get.
IRL, from your perspective, for you to say who the fuck is this guy, it's been like a month or so.
Yeah, but I've got like a million NPCs to keep track of, so I can understand. And they're all doing things.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, fucking, why can't we move then?
Fume,
It's
where
all
do you?
well and it's all
where do
well and good that we're being subjected to like the bonds of the outsides of the ship. Something's reacting chemically with the outsides of the ship, but it's in space and we can't move.
Fume, where's this bear going? Do you want them just hanging out by Bethany?
I would. Yeah,
Sure.
Bethany has the ring for escape purposes.
Harry is eating out of a dog bowl in the corner.
I don't suppose we can plane shift out of here.
Thank God someone finally suggested that.
Like to the magic quotes to the magical
The turn
people.
tracker has just appeared.
Quotes to the magical people. If we left the ring, I don't suppose we could plane shift back to the spaceport. No. Is that how that works?
I mean, we couldn't take the ship with us.
Yeah, but at least we can report what the hell's happening and come and get the ship. Once we know from the outside what's going on.
Do you wish me to try and plane shift us?
It sounds like I don't want to abandon the ship, but it sounds like a last second resort that might have to happen. I'm just putting it out there, so it's all in our heads. It's all in our minds. Is that something that we can try?
How
or-
many people can you take with a plane shift?
I think it's like half a dozen. I think.
Okay, so we have to pick who lives and who dies in that situation.
I mean, plane. Up to 8 creatures. Alright, so we can't move, and everything that has like a surface area, reactive surface, is
Ori,
Mm-hmm.
Colt, Ben, Terry, Ghost Crow need to roll initiative.
I was about to ask if I could cast the spell a second.
What would you like to cast?
I would like to
Given that you are
wish
in your
for
ring.
some knowledge.
Ah, okay, sure. What are you wishing for?
The location of what is causing this problem that we're currently in.
You wish for the location.
I wish for knowledge on the location of like
the thing that is causing the problem that you're currently stuck in. Sure.
yeah.
I will have a think.
I'm obviously a space lawyer, so I would word it better than me does, but me sleepy.
Me no good words, but me
Me
character.
character good at words.
We
Me
character
not good at
very
words.
good.
Me hope you give me benefit of doubt. Because I'm not asking for anything like too powerful.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even want to be there. I just want to know the location so I can tell people and be like, "Oh."
Now, where did I put Ghost Crow's character sheet? That's an important question.
But if you want to solve whatever's happening here and then come back to me for it, that's fine.
No, that's just regular Ghost. Now, is this regular Crow or Ghost Crow?
Is this
No, that's
regular
just-
ghost or regular crow?
That's
No,
just...
it's Ghost Crow. Ding ding ding.
Here's Ghost Crow. Found him. Found that ghosty crow. Cool. And then we'll say that. Yeah, that makes sense. To be fair. Oh. Eh. 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 Grand.
No, we're being attacked by predators.
Yep.
And at our most vulnerable ages.
You're up, Colt.
Why is my brain suddenly going rust monsters? It's essentially what this is. Does Colt see these things? Are these things in Fume's ring?
Are they
It
in
is-
the room
it
with
is-
us now?
It is odd because nothing has occurred to you yet, so
So I don't see anything.
you're just like, nothing has
Am I
happened.
am I still on the ship or in Fume's ring?
Where the fuck is this one not getting?
Have we gone into Fume's ring or are we still in the ship? at
You're
this
still
point?
You're still on the ship. Like
Okay.
only Fume is in her ring.
Okay. I haven't seen nothing.
Nothing has happened yet. Yes.
I ain't seen nothing.
Has Colt already got like... Yeah, he took a bit of key from Zandikar. Can I just like... Yeah, he's got a shitload. Since Colt isn't like super technologically like savvy, could he like use his new like understanding of the energy of life that is key to like reach out with his feelings, so to speak, and see how like the forces of life essence are being affected in the surrounding areas all over the and around the ship, and or if whatever is in here is being affected by it or producing the effect. or
There
anything
is
like that.
no life
He's literally
in the void.
he's well, there's plenty of living things on the ship. Does he feel anything? If he's just like feeling out to see if this effect, this like what he perceives as a corroding effect or aging effect, even though it's not really that, but to him that's what it looks like. If he's gonna feel out with his key, like I don't know, maybe roll a perception or something, to like
Yeah,
feel
roll-
out the key of all other living creatures, would he like pick anything up that he shouldn't be sensing?
make a. I mean, yeah, you
His
could
his
try
intent his intent is to check on his friends. As a player, I'm asking, does he sense anything else that he wouldn't expect?
Make a perception check, Colt.
25.
You very see all of your friends who are still alive and giving off key. Well, everything that does give off key. Obviously, the Amer robot doesn't because it's a robot. Neither
Uh-huh.
does the Discovery robot, and none of the like Robo Spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Tikio doesn't. But all the things that are like life and has life force give off ki.
But they are fine. They are not like showing signs of like suffering.
Yeah, they seem fine.
I mean, other than that, I can't think of anything to do because there's no perceived threat, and Colt's just trying to figure out what might stop us from moving still. But obviously he's not the smartest of boys, so he's racking his brain, and again, as I said, he's turning around to Fume, just being like, "Look, as like a last resort, could we like try to plane shift out of here? Would that be prudent?" But yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna say that's all I have mechanic wise for turn because literally can't think of anything that he would do.
Sure.
He's just trying to think of a way out of this situation.
So far, this is my favourite combat ever.
What? Because nothing got rolled.
Nothing's happening and everything's fine. It's just friend combat.
So bursting through the floor of the ship.
Yeah. I can see the initiative of the other one. That's why I said it.
A strange metallic creature just pops through the floor of the ship.
And
Why is it
Colt,
fucking...
Colt immediately thinks, that explains why I couldn't sense the bastard thing.
Dog. Dog.
You're gonna take a bite out of crime. Crime in this scenario being Ori.
What? But dog.
Kill the little bitch. I mean, nothing.
Wait, who's the little bitch?
I mean, it's a dog, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know the gender of the dog, I suppose, yet.
I was just
It's a
making sure.
metal dog. It has no gender.
I was making sure that you weren't calling me the bitch.
Why would I call you the bitch?
Because you don't know Ori, so could have been like, yeah.
Ooh, that's a. Oh,
What a series of attacks.
fucking hell.
What a number of
I,
attacks.
I looked away for like a second to sort myself out and then come back to that. What the fuck?
So it like goes to bite Ori and it like just doesn't at all. Oh, Ori, you kind of think it's trying to be like cute for you,
So like, I go in for a hug.
and then it also gives you a hug and it then rips your back apart.
Oh, puppy. God, it's a lot of numbers.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of numbers.
The big thing with you, Ori, is you immediately feel this. It ripped your back up, which like isn't too bad. It hurt a lot, but the bigger issue is now like that you're just the back of you no longer is. It doesn't really function anymore. Like if someone was behind you, they could probably see your kidneys right now.
Ooh.
Maybe a bit of spine as well. That's its turn. Simulacrum of Ben.
Oh, wait a minute. I might be down.
Are you down?
I just added up all the damage. It was 230 in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give Ori 200 health. They are down.
My poor boy. My poor baby. To be fair, they did roll
blended.
They did roll 2 crits in a row.
Indeed.
My poor baby boy. That's all I have to say of that one. He didn't deserve to go out like that. No, this is the other sheet. Is it this one or this one? Where's it go? There's something happened to this character sheet. Oh, this is fun. Alright, I guess Ben's just gonna go in for some attacks, I guess. Actually, is it more important to save Ori? It's probably more important to save Ori.
It is funny with the person with infinite healing went down first.
That is very true. Ben is gonna move over to you. Walk this way, walk this way. Yeah, Ben's got the movement for that, being a fucking giant dragon. And then Ori.
Yeah.
You regain 45 health, and also
Bloody hell,
you
that's
have
a lot of healing.
you have the haste. You are hasted. You are also you have long strider. You have the jump spell cast on you.
Uh-huh.
You have mage armor. And you are enlarged.
Fucking hell, was that just like a cocktail of potions all mixed together?
It's one of the many items that Ben bought that was like, hey, these are the potions you throw on the ground and they just like they turn into mist, and then they can just do all of the potion effects on you at once. But yeah, he basically threw like a glass vial on the ground that exploded into a ball of gas that just like morphed on, like blobbed onto Ori.
Also, and now that
Gave him a bunch of
enlarged,
shit.
I can finally get a good look at Ori's art. Neat.
And that was Ben's bonus action. So probably gonna try and cast a spell. Annoyingly,
Ooh.
the spell. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find this out the hard way. He casts Blight on the monster, and it ignores it because it's immune. It cannot. You've learned an important lesson. It's this thing cannot decay. It's also resistant to magic. Is something else you would learn, or that Ben would tell you all. It is now. This one. Okay.
Ghost Crow.
Closer to Steel Dog. It is gonna go for Ghost Crow though. It sees a Ghost Crow and it just thinks, hungry. Eh. Eh. All of those hit the poor Ghost Crow. And something happens actually when it takes the first bit of damage. It is revealed that this is no ordinary crow. The shocking twist reveal has happened.
Everyone do the gasp Pikachu face.
Where is that character sheet? Where is that crow? There it is. It is not just an ordinary crow. It is a ghost crow.
I knew it.
Damn, you've all found out their secret identity.
Oh no, I'm just saying a quote you because he has like a million wisdom.
That regular crow is actually a ghost crow.
Dun
Who
dun
could
dun.
foreseen? Who could have foreseen? Oh yeah, you also have blur on you. Ori.
Just assume if there's an effect, you've probably got it.
No, just those ones that I've just mentioned. I just forgot that he also had blur in there. It's a lot of buffs. Not every buff, but a lot. You couldn't get foresight in there, for example. That would be nice.
Or a Tensor's transformation.
That's less useful because it stops you casting spells.
True.
But it's still good.
It's
I mean,
good if you're gonna use that exact item on like a barbarian or a fighter or something.
yeah.
Be unreal.
It is now Ghost Crow's turn, who is a ghost and crow.
A
If
crow
you
that
were
is a
not
ghost,
aware.
and a ghost that is a crow has all the powers of a ghost and a crow.
Damn the fact that its primary method of attack is necrotic.
Hey, it managed perfectly well against Ra, and he's immune to necrotic.
Yeah, it's gonna do some crow punches. Is its plan.
Crow
Nice.
punch, crow punch.
It's one more. One of those lands. Nice. Fucking decks it in the schnoz. Still alive.
These are the D100 punches.
Yeah, these are the D100 punches. But it does do a solid number on that steel boy. Then it is, of course, dog.
Dodge.
It do a rarg. Everybody, give me a con save. As it go rah.
Oh, I'd much prefer that be advantage, but 20's still not bad.
We got a 20. Colt. The only ones who don't have...
Sorry, I was muted to like sort myself out. What was that?
Make a con save.
Con save.
Also, creatures with the immunity to the condition stunned don't have to make the save.
A diamond sword that to get a 25.
Okay. Ben needs to roll... If I can find the right character sheet I have for him, because he's an old NPC with 50 character sheets.
Poor lad. He's an old boy.
Uh-oh. And then Ghost Crow needs to make one. He's pretty conny. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. And Terry's made one.
Oh shit, I forgot, sorry. Terry Con Sav. Nice.
Well done, Terry. Anyone who got less than 23 is stunned. And everybody also takes... also, everyone who failed drops what they're holding and takes some damage. You're stunned for a minute and can make a saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
So is the actual damage part like save for half or save for suck?
Is save for half.
So 5 if that's the damage.
Yeah.
And it was anything under a 23, was it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So Ghost Crow literally just made it. I was a bit shocked when I was like, oh, 23, thank God. Ori. You're stunned, right?
Wait a minute, I'm googling something. I need to know what a word means.
I mean, did you have advantage or was that just a normal roll?
No, normal.
So you had a 20.
Oh yeah, you would also note that the holes in the ship are not great for the health of the ship.
Uh-huh.
and the oxygen in the room.
Okay.
I love how these things are genuinely just like physics rust monsters in space.
So after some Googling, I can still technically speak.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell that dog to die.
Sure. She powered killing the dog.
I'm guessing it has more than 100.
Which dog are you targeting?
I guess the one next to me.
Sure, it has more than 100 health.
Okay. It takes 77. Unless it's immune to psychic.
Let's check. It has a bunch of stuff. It is immune to psychic.
Okay, well, it doesn't die. Die.
Fuck,
no.
these things have a lot of immunities. These are just a normal monster that I've like given some small buffs to.
Small buffs?
They're relatively big damage buffs. And I've given them a bit more HP and a tiny AC increase. Also, I've buffed their to hit. But they genuinely are quite just powerful, even without all that. I have also taken some things away from them, to be fair. Is that your turn, Ori?
It will be, yes.
You politely inform. I didn't realize it was such a good counter to everything that's going on.
Every single thing.
Yeah.
I guess I get a con save.
Yeah, you get a con save at the end of your turn. Continue to.
Yay!
Oh, Sag. That is Sag.
wait a
It's
minute.
other Ben.
Technically, I can do something else because I have haste.
Not true.
What fucking hell? What other spells things do I have that are verbal? I mean, all of them are verbal. What save is that? I don't know. Now Google's command. Why did I just Google the word command?
You wanted to know.
I mean, you're not wrong. Wisdom save from dog, as I say, run.
This is magic, right?
Yeah.
The aforementioned magic resistance kicks in. On the bright side, they do have a weakness. I assume that's a fail.
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
What happened to dog?
They flee. Flee from me.
Is it a fear effect?
No, I'm commanding them to flee.
It's a charm. They ignore it.
I don't think command like inflicts status afflictions. I think it just makes them follow the command.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a like.
It's not like a charm or a fear. It's
Yeah,
just
it's just-
run away.
Yeah,
being
fair
told
enough.
to,
So
and
they,
it's something that they can do.
In which case, Doggo will run away from you.
right, that's my work done. Goes back to being paralyzed.
Terry and Ben can have an opportunity attack against it.
Yeah, Terry isn't fucked.
Gonna go for a big old attack.
Wait, what? I'm just looking at the damage on Terry's things, and I'm like, why does Terry have a minus 3d4? I think it's because he's shrunk, but it's like, it's so confusing. I was like, yes, his bite does 4d12 plus 10 minus 3d4. $24.
Hit. Oh, nice. Also hits from Ben. That is broken.
That's a
Fun.
lot of damage.
Yes, it's nothing. Why are these?
It's so much damage that Roll20 just went, nah, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, Ben's that powerful of a martial character. I mean, he's a dragon and he's biting it with dragon bite, so he's doing some damage.
Also, Terry is not trying to grapple.
Fair enough.
more of a nip than a grapple bite.
Let's see, what's his thing? Okay, plus this. That's okay. And then his extra damage is...
1,000,000.
I wish. That's good. Your piercing damage isn't magical, right?
I don't believe so, no. I'll double check,
y-
but I'm pretty sure this is just normal.
You found another immunity of it.
Nice.
Actually, yeah, also Ben's bite. The piercing does nothing. The acid does hurt it, though. It is immune to non-magical
Do
bludgeoning,
Tarasks
piercing,
have...
slashing.
Have
that is the damage that the Tarask does, that 22 piercing, plus the
Yeah.
grapple check.
yeah.
Does it have to make the grapple check?
No, because I said Terry is specifically trying to nip at them rather than grab them.
Because if it grabbed them,
Ooh.
it would still be close. And Ori doesn't
Ooh.
want it biting his face off.
Cool. That's fair.
Speaking of which... Oh, wait, no, it's Ben's turn, right? He hasn't done anything yet. It's primary Ben.
Primary Ben.
Ben Prime.
Ben Prime. Yeah, fuck it, it's gotta make a dex. He's gonna fly over this one, so he's above it. And then he's gonna aim his breath weapon down. He's like, I liked this ship.
On the monitors.
It's all right, we can repair it all later. Just get it sorted, man.
Big old acid breath weapon. It was a nice ship while it lasted, wasn't it? What are these things' dex saves like? It's magic that's not magic. Ah, but it is other magical effects, so I guess it does still have advantage. Still, it's a very high DC, which it did not pass. That is rolled to GM. Don't know why. It doesn't roll the damage either, so that's annoying. Man, regular giant dragon breath weapons don't do that much damage. I mean, it's a good amount of damage, but it's not as much as you'd want it to be. He does really fuck this one dragon with a big acid breath weapon, though. And also, like, just puts a new hole in the ship beneath it. Which technically causes it to fall, but it falls to the gravitational line of the ship, so it just sort of... It falls about a foot and then just sort of floats there. Terry! Terry!
Terry. Alright, now Terry. I know that you're the smartest of us.
Terry Knob.
I mean, let's go for the standard frightening presence first. Because it probably won't work, but... Because they're probably immune to frightened.
They are immune to... I mean, I'll roll the save.
I mean, you don't need to if they're immune to it.
I mean, yeah, they're immune to frightened. They cannot be frightened.
I mean...
They're immune to a lot of shit, randomly.
Oh, my screen went off. Come on, there we go, back on.
God, technology is betraying us today.
It is.
I hope you're all going well.
Yeah, Fume, on initiative count 0, you see out of the ring that Bethany is running to go confront some danger.
Yeah!
But
I will jump out
we
to
have-
help Bethany.
Sure, on initiative count 0, Bethany and Fume will join the fray.
Yay.
Yeah, no, I've been disconnected from Discord 3 times during this fight so far, so...
I hope that ceases.
Yeah, I hope it chills out.
We have a bite from a Terry. That
where's my token?
hit. You can grapple it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't
That's the plan.
do any damage.
Yeah, the plan.
It is
I'm guessing the
grappled.
plan is to pin it there.
Pin it, or if possible, since it only gets one bite attack, next turn swallow it.
Ooh, and then acid.
That Terry turn?
Yeah. Much less
Okay.
good multi-attack than normal.
Is the thing grappled, or does it have to roll a save or something?
It does have to make a save against being grappled. Let's see. DC 20 strength save. That's all. It has skill proficiencies, but not saving throw proficiencies. That is odd.
That is weird.
It is not grappled by Terry.
Fuck you.
You do bite it.
Fucking hell, it
But-
rolled really well.
Nothing. No. Yeah, I know. That I've never seen a stat block that it has 3 skill proficiencies but no saving throws.
Yeah, it sounds like a straight. And all of these damage immunities. This is a weird stat block.
It has a lot of damage immunities and few resistances. It has a lot of condition immunities as well, and a lot of types of vision.
Also, question: since Tikio can probably see what's going on because he's
Yeah,
like, you know,
Tikio
part of
can
the
also
ship, could
bring-
he come in on the initiative count
Yeah,
0?
he can join on 0. But first, it's this last one's turn.
Yep.
And it is going to. How mean am I? No, I'm not that mean. I'm gonna go for Colt. Or to save on postage. Everyone make another con save. Might be able to stun the rest of you.
Inspiration. There we go. That did it.
Yeah, the 28 is good enough. Let's see. Ben has some stuff. I've actually realised his con saves are much better than I was giving him credit for. Because he's got better versions on other sheets. Still not great. Well, one was okay. Oh, I forgot both Bens were already stunned. Doesn't matter.
What was the save to beat?
23.
23, yeah.
Okay, even with advantage, Terry couldn't do it.
Poor Terry.
And he's not immune to stunned.
Oh no, that's Ghost Crow. I rolled 2 Ghost. Oh, Ghost Crow gets stunned, but is he immune? Ah, immune to paralyzed, not stunned. God
See
damn
him?
it. Ghost Crow is paralyzed. Both Bens are paralyzed. Is Terry paralyzed? Sorry,
Yeah.
stunned. Everybody's stunned by the danger doggos except Colt.
It's a good thing that we're getting a bunch of allies in on initiative.
Yeah, initiative
Colt,
count. And
I
initiative
mean,
count 0.
Colt, if all else fails, Colt could just do domain expansion and just evaporate these things from reality. If you really need it to.
Initiative count 0. Fume. I mean, they have to be close enough for you to get them all in the domain expansion.
Yeah, but it's
Do you
How
need
big,
us to
30
roll
foot?
initiative?
Yeah, it's
now
pretty
that-
big. Yeah,
Are we
roll,
coming in at initiative 0, or do we need to roll initiative as well?
roll initiative. You're added to the tracker now. I should really move Bethany's character sheet to a more convenient place because I have her in a subsection.
It should probably be in like a main section.
It's just because she was a character from a part of the story that was like the characters from this part of the story are all in here, and then the characters from this part of that part of the story are all in this folder. which is more of a main character at this juncture.
Yeah, it must make it really awkward you having to level her up so much.
She gets stuff. She doesn't really get levels.
So do we act first on initiative 0 and then do some stuff later?
And then...
I'm going to reward my uselessness with a biscuit.
And then...
Yeah, biscuit.
And that's a 16 and nothing else clashes with the 16, right? Oh no, yeah, 27. Nothing clashes with a 27. Cool. There's no clashing going on.
Nothing clashes with a 27.
No, I'm gonna say that you like just show up now and you react to the situation as you do. Colt, you're up first. You do run into the room and notice that everybody is stunned except Colt.
As you just see Colt light up in a gigantic ball of white and blue, just thoom as he activates all of these things. And because the Spirit Surge takes an action, I assume it takes me action, doesn't it? It takes me action.
Yeah, it does.
I'll burn me action surge so I can start attacking, and also activate lightning blade. So I've burnt 10 key points to do all that.
Sure.
Graham, a voice in your head reminds you that Terry is immune to fire, if that helps.
It does help.
Ben is also immune to fire.
The
I need
voice
to know.
blows up.
I don't think Ori is. He's Ghost Crow?
That one works.
Ghost Crow is resistant to fire.
You can't resist my fire.
That's true. Oh yeah, you're going in for some bonk.
I need to check something a second. Oh fuck.
You got a hit, a miss,
can't do
a miss,
that.
and a hit.
So does a 25 hit?
25 hits.
So hey,
Yeah.
you know how
So I have 4 out of 5 hits because I'll burn a key point for that.
Sure. I'll just start tabulating.
How does it look after those 5 attacks? Because I can keep going.
Just getting that done.
God, I can't wait to hear this bad news from Graham.
do you want it now?
Nah.
I mean, try to fix it if you can. Until
I can't fix it.
Is it a roll 20 problem?
No, the bad news is that no anyone that's in my range for a fire attack will take the damage no matter what.
Oh yeah, because I think
I
you
ignore
immunity?
immunities and resistances.
Yeah, that's true.
Terry doesn't care.
True.
Yeah, I
Cool.
care.
It is still up. Oh yeah, because you
Yeah.
have your new thing. I forgot.
I haven't. I mean, I'm using the Ballstar form for the AC buff, but I haven't burnt the extra key to do the extra damage. Oh wait,
No, I was
yeah,
talk-
you mean because the plus it the attack roll? I forgot to tick the box.
I was talking about Fume, but yeah, also that.
Yeah, so that attack did hit anyway.
Yeah.
I should tick that box. The other thing was so I've already burnt the key points. That's actually 5 out of.
Sure. It is still alive.
Yeah, but how badly does it look battered?
It's pretty badly damaged.
Yeah, sure. I'll go for a few swings with Tempest. Because I do have me boosted damage. A boosted attack roll, sorry. So that's 1. For 40 to hit.
Yeah, hit.
Burn another key point, hit it again.
Just a moment. I think it's still alive after the first one, but
Okay, so there's 2 for 34.
it's
For another
alive.
52 damage.
Yeah, that attack manages to put it down.
Excellent. And all just for 2 key points. Doot doot. So yeah, just everybody else runs in and you just see zoom as it's not like big power up scream, it's much more calm and sedate because he's like using it the monk way, and then just with like a chop a chopping motion on top of the dog's head, just woomph, bisects it immediately.
Is that your turn called?
Pass turn.
TKO, you've arrived at the scene.
Yeah. Bonus action with the ring magic item that has a haste in it to haste myself.
Yep.
And I'll flank with Ghost Crow. Do I still get flanking even though he's stunned?
No.
No, he's not a threatening creature anymore. Until he breaks out.
Ghost Crow is always a threatening creature.
I know, he's
Ghost
fucking...
Crow.
What has stun immunity except for these things? Why did these things have stun immunity? I mean, I guess it's so they don't get fucked by their own attacks.
Yep.
Anti-reality sword. Do your thing.
Sure. That is a
25 to
hit.
hit. I don't even know why I have the 100 damage on you. I might as well just... Well, I suppose there's also the fact that Booming Blade exists, which will be, what, 4d8 for me?
I think so. I think it's 3d8, and then if it moves, it does more. Ah, you're doing that.
No, I'm just checking exactly how it works, but I can't read it very well the way it is in the thing.
It is Booming Bladed for 108 damage.
Nice.
And, Eldritch Knight, which... never mind. That's a 17, which misses.
It
That's a
misses. That
modified
one misses.
20, which misses.
That misses.
21, which
Wow,
misses.
these are some bad rolls with a plus 16.
Does Takeo have any accuracy boosting stuff? I can't help but think he does. Hmm.
But still,
Um,
yeah.
Hasted action.
Yeah, sure.
Try again. 26,
Aye.
that's another 100 damage.
You land a hit that finishes that one off.
Ah, excellent. So yeah, Takeo comes in, just like,
Here, go off as you bastards.
cleaves one in half with the anti-reality sword. And that passes turn.
Cool. It is now Robo Doggo, who's probably gonna. The two people next to him are stunned, actually. So. You did command him to run away, so he's gonna go for because bad boy. No command stun. Oh yeah. Just real quick. This could maybe. No, it doesn't get his thing back. Hit Ori.
I believe so.
Chomp.
Yeah, I just set everything to 20.
Bleh. Gonna go for some Bethany attacks.
Wait, how much did I heal?
45.
Oh, well, I'm probably down then.
Yeah, you are down. Considering the necrotic damage was 56.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna have another biscuit.
Have a biscuit.
On the bright side, you're not stunned anymore.
Oh,
Someone heals you now.
Wait. No, that would miss.
22.
Yeah, because haste.
Oh, nice. In which case, the 33 goes for you.
Oh wait a
then.
minute, no, haste is +2,
He says +2.
so it would still be pizza. Never mind. Put Ori back down.
He's like, wait, I'm alive. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh wait, that's not how that works. Falls back down.
And then he's going to go for an attack against Bethany, who I believe might be something with necrotic, right? Right? Wronged. Still, she just take it on the chin. It is not a big deal to someone with her hit point pool. And then it is Ben's turn, who is stunned. End of his turn. Come on, make that save. Is wisdom. He fail. Well done, Ben. Round of applause. Ghost Crow. Come on.
Do the save.
Save. He passes because he's motherfucking Ghost Crow, but it's still the end of his turn.
Makes sense.
Fume. There are 2 left.
Yeah, there are 2 left.
Both of them look like they are in pretty good shape. This one hasn't been hit at all. This one is damaged a bit.
I just want to read the text on this before I start hitting people with weird rays.
I mean, it's a target. It's multi-target, and you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
use your power artifact to multiply it by 5. So that should kill at least one quite
It'll
easily.
be a DC 14 con save. For your other thing, basically.
DC 14.
Yes.
But so it's the spell's initial level, not the level I cast it at.
If you cast it at higher level, the DC will increase.
I have the minimum casting level of 5.
In which case it will be
DC 20.
20. Yeah.
Can I use the fact that my So I need to roll
Maybe you'll
8
get
or
lucky.
better?
Maybe you'll get lucky on the fail.
Okay, I'm gonna try it because I want to try this out for the first time. Let's go. Con save. Passed.
Yeah, you passed. You get to pick the number of stuff you use.
I am gonna spend. How
How
tough do
many?
these things seem from what I've just watched?
Pretty tough. Pretty
Uh,
damn.
I'm gonna add 10 of my hit dice
Okay.
to this. So I have 6 attack rolls to make.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll these attacks, then I'll have to roll damage separately. So starting with the ones closest, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna attack it 3 times. Then I'm gonna attack the further away one 3 times. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So first one, 1, 2,
Hits.
3.
Hits.
and the further away one, 1,
Definitely hits. Hits.
3.
Hits.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and set up this damage, right? Can you do it? Because the advanced roller let you roll different dice at the same time.
I think you can add a thingy modifier to just all of your rolls if you want.
Okay, so should I just roll the burning thing set once and then roll, and then you can double it for the one that's a crit, and then I'll roll the damage on each of them.
Sure.
So that's d8s and it's 10 d8s.
Yeah. And you also take the 10d8 damage.
Yep. So that's 49, and then the one that I crit doubles that damage. They
Yeah.
can't resist it in any way.
They cannot. They were also not resistant to fire or immune to fire.
I thought you said they were resistant to magic attacks,
They are resistant to magic,
but you can't resist my fire attacks because that's part of the
uh,
thing.
but magic resistance just gives you advantage on saving throws.
Sure. And then let's see if it rolls it correctly for the damage for each one. It did not roll it correctly. Okay, so I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
roll
there's
it
no
myself.
way that's an upcasted.
Oh no,
Well,
actually, it just deals the basic damage. It's just more of them. It's not
Oh, true. Yeah, it just adds more rays. So yeah,
Yeah.
it did roll it correctly, but then it's plus that much. Okay, cool. And then 2 more, last 2. Then I will start adding these up.
So each of those is plus 49, except for the first one here, which is plus 98.
Yep. So
And then I take 49 damage.
and then
As I channel the energy the baby has unlocked.
Baby.
This may be dangerous for the baby, who knows?
And then
Fire the
other
baby
one.
cannon.
I mean, that would be a different attack.
And then minus that much. And then minus. And then minus a little bit more on top of that. Cool. You managed to equally injure both of them. They both look about on the same tier of like how fucked up they look. They are about.
Is
they
that
are
because the one
half-
that I crit hadn't been hit previously or something like that?
Yeah, it had not been hit previously. But they both do look very melty now.
That is
They are pretty damn close to death.
So I dealt about 200 damage to one of them and about 150 damage to another one.
Yes.
More than that, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like 230 and about 170-ish.
I'm like, honey, I've done the first part. I've softened them up for you, and I will take a
Honey, I've
step backwards
Honey,
through the
I've
door.
shrunk the kids.
Honey, I melted the weird dog things.
It's gonna look really angry at you. But there is a wife in the way. So it's gonna try and get through your wife to kill you. Do it get it thing back. It do. Nah, it's just gonna try and rip through your wife.
Fucking rude.
I feel there's a lot of misplaced anger here.
I mean, it just wants to get to you, but your wife is standing in its way.
As a good wife does.
As the physically strong member of a relationship does.
Oh, that was annoying. That was a zoomy. Why did it do a zoomy? I didn't want it to do a zoomy.
It's just something that dogs do.
Okay, it does. It takes a bite out of Bethany.
No.
A bite out of crime.
No.
Ori, you're up. Are you immune to fire?
No.
Ah,
Also.
Why does that matter?
because within a certain range of Bethany. The enemies also actually have to take a bunch of damage from that. Because it made 3 melee attacks, it has to take...
Alright, Ori's dead.
Ow.
Oh, Jesus.
Ow. Like, actually, ow.
Yeah, you take 1 failed death save from the fire, and then you fail to... Wow, Ori got so unlucky. You got crit twice, and then you crit failed. Oh my god. That could not have gone worse for you.
Don't worry.
Chef
Ori's not
kiss.
going to be dead for long.
That is like, you rolled the worst luck.
I love it when Andrew's like, I want to try this new character I've come up with, and it's like, no. God
Don't
says
worry,
no.
that
Oh.
damages the enemy.
I already
To be
know
fair-
what Colt. I already know what Colt is going to say to Ori when we get them back up.
To be fair,
Start
that's
ready.
that's actual God saying no. That's the dice killing Ori. It's
Yeah,
not my
exactly.
fault.
Dice gods.
Yep.
The straight dice
The
God.
RNG gods went, nah, today is not your day.
Like with
Today is-
physical dice, with if I had physical dice that were rolling like that, I would have chucked them across the room into the bin like that one game we played.
Oh, actually. Ah, cool.
Yeah, you would have replaced them at this point.
Bethany's aura does successfully melt this one into a puddle retroactively.
Excellent.
So Yeah, it would have done that on its turn. It just melted into a puddle. So yeah, her and Fume managed to just melt that one. Ori just dies and bursts into flames tragically.
Boom.
Like Ori has been something necrotic, which I guess I could reveal to you, but that'll be a reveal for later once this fight's over. You've been something necrotic. You're collapsing apart, and also you just burst into flames, and you were ripped to shreds. What a nice day for Ori. Bethany turn. She gonna stab. It's not resistant or immune to fire, but she'll do a stab. She'll do a stabberoo. Nice crit.
Damn.
This is where we find out it's resistant to lightning damage, but she does pump like enough lightning damage into it where it dies.
I mean, they're resistant to lightning, but Colt was still able to just vaporize them.
Yeah,
Fuck.
did a lot.
An amount of damage probably.
I may have forgotten that they were resistant to
They
lightning.
had
while
they
Colt was-
they
No,
had less.
I may have forgotten that Colt was. They were resistant to lightning while Colt was punching them, but we'll just ignore that.
Let's be real. He would have just kept burning key till
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
dead.
Okay, so that one dies.
That one does die. It was on low enough health where
We out of
the
combat.
half to lightning damage still kills it. With the crit. Actually, it did take the crit. It took all of that lightning damage to kill it because it was immune to the slashing. We are now out of combat, yes.
Cool. I need someone to wish for this guy to come back to life.
Yeah, that's what Colt was going to do. Is like, some
Be-
if you
Bethany's like,
could I lend a wish?
I wish Ori were alive again, as Ben is just like putting the corpse out.
Yeah,
Cool.
I also wish that Ori was alive again.
Okay,
And
when people wish
Bethany's
that,
just
I'm
like-
able to make that happen.
But you also see Bethany's strained face being like, "Go pull in the aura." Oh, this is always annoying. To not melt the floor around me.
Like sucking in your gut.
Yeah,
I'd never noticed you had that aura.
like flies over giant hole in the floor. Because
Yeah, Tikio will start casting mending.
But yeah, I will use my lesser wish to bring him back to life.
many holes in floor around here.
Yeah, my
Tikio was
favourite.
casting mending.
Yeah, because they also every point they burst in through has.
Okay,
holes.
so how long is it before I can use another lesser wish? I can try to remember.
Is it like an X number of long rests or something?
It's a time.
It's been 5 days since you last. I mean, it's been months since you've last done anything. To be fair.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. I 1d4 long rests. So d4.
And you wish Ori back to life?
Yeah,
Cool. Ori,
have-
you were.
they have
live-
wished Ori back to life.
Did I do good?
Hey, was this your first your first death in combat?
I don't know. I died. I
and then-
died.
Well, it's
You
the
all
first one. It's the first one that you've done that I've seen. Welcome to the club. You're part of the group now.
As Ghost Crow walks behind a table and a totally ordinary crow emerges.
Met.
This is a
Where did
completely
that ghost crow go?
This is a
Ah,
completely different crow.
We will never know where that ghost crow keeps disappearing to.
So true.
meta note for you, James. Because this person is very involved with Sonya, you know for a fact that this is not their first death.
Yeah, but Court's like, I don't care. That's the first time I've seen you like go down like that in battle, like really fighting the good fight, doing your best, and then still falling. So he's like, "Hey, you're part of the club now." Pats on the
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, or you do have 1 hit point currently if you want to maybe use some stuff to not be on that much health.
Nah.
Okay.
Takeo will mend the holes in the floor.
Uh,
Is it now that we've killed those things? Is the ship still like disintegrating, or is it sort of slowed or stopped even?
uh, it's a bit slower, but it's still persisting. You would imagine there are more in the void. Also, the holes in the ship are sort of too big for the mending spell to deal with, and they're getting wider. You
Does
could maybe patch up like one of the small bits, but it's too much for the mending cantrip to handle, especially with it decaying like it is.
Does anyone know what these things are?
Can we make rolls?
Yeah, that is what
Of-
you do. Give me a nature check. Give me an arcana check. Either or, both will give you different information.
Both are the same.
They're not the same.
No, I mean
Both will
like
give-
for this character.
Oh, fair.
My Arcana's a plus
Oh.
18. My nature's
Everybody
a plus 4.
likes arcana.
I'll roll for Colt.
Sure,
It doesn't matter. But even
Look,
though he's crap
that's
at
what
it,
happens
but
when they nature. Nature is a bad roll.
One, but it's so high.
you rolled a nat 1 and you still did better than Colt. Colt's a fucking idiot.
Like, okay. The Arcana rules tell you. Looking at their corpses, these creatures have a heavy connection to just apathy, you would guess. Although it's sort of magic, but not. Is your like instead of it being magical apathy, it's more the force of apathy in the universe, like the god of apathy or whatever, is closely linked to whatever these things are, and it has given them the natural ability to do this type of thing. You would guess it's affecting the ship where the bonds that hold the ship together are kind of just becoming apathetic towards each other, and the whole ship as a result is kind of just falling apart a bit because it's not really designed to act like that.
Huh, so ironically, because of weird shit, wouldn't affect Sonya because of the weird always happy thing.
Where's the happy orb?
Yeah, where's the happiness artifact?
One
Sonya got it.
One other thing also is occurring, and it's you would also guess that they are with the nature rolls, the 18 sort of would reveal they're also closely linked to
Ghost monsters.
sort of like entropy effectively.
I mean, that's what when you were starting to say apathy, with and
Done
you were
with
saying like the god of
entropy.
apathy is connect. Yeah, you were saying like the god of apathy is connected to them, and giving them like all of these abilities to us, and I was like,
Yeah.
are you talking about entropy?
No, it
Because
is
of like the way that we've been saying that is affecting the ships.
No, it is both. It is
It's
legitimately
both.
It's mental and physical.
Yeah, it's mental and physical combined,
and it
but
is
it's affecting things on a physics level, on a molecular level.
it's causing things to sort of drift apart and just sort of like crumble away. They do both. Do.
Ha 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 ha.
But yeah. But basically, you would guess that the actual physical matter is experiencing like
Depression.
accelerated entropy to the point where it's just melting apart a bit.
Oh no, Ben, your ship's depressed.
His ship does in fact have depression.
Oh no, it's your ship's dying of the big sad.
You would also guess that the depression is leaking in through the holes.
Well, again, who's got the happiness orb? One of them does.
Question.
Hmm?
Uh-huh.
So the wish I said before didn't get to happen because we ended up in a fight straight away.
What was the wish?
It was
Oh,
about
where is
the
the...
location for
okay.
what's causing the problem.
Cool.
But are you wanting me to say that that still happened? Because it technically would have happened before the fight, not after the fight.
You're a bit confused because space is a bit fucky, but instead of getting the exact location, you get a feeling of which direction to go in.
Mm-hmm.
And that is me being generous because if I gave you the exact location, you would probably take psychic damage right now.
Oh yeah, that's what I was asking. Sort of more like where do we need to go? What's the right place to go?
Like you get a couple of signals from various points from like some of the other ships. You get a couple of signals from them, and
Mhm.
then you get a sort of a few signals from like above and below you.
Okay,
You
do
also
I,
have like a general sense of distance, but it's like it's nothing concrete. It's just like closer, further type thing.
okay.
Closest one is like on a relatively nearby ship.
So hey, I would like to see if I can use the 10th level wish.
Oh yeah, you would also get like a faint aura from the creatures on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna start mentioning those things, but I'm gonna see if this is a like. I just want this as a temporary stopgap while we're trying to like keep us alive while we do this. Can I use my 10th level wish to attempt to make our ship and everyone inside it immune for like unaffected by this entropy slash whatever effect for the next. Like, if I set a timescale, is it more likely to work, sort of thing? So, like, if I set a sort of, like,
Yes, it's more likely to, like it's you'd think it might be a bit dangerous to make yourselves immune to apathy and entropy because you
no,
might not be able to escape, but
was trying to specify
set-
this
yeah,
apathy and entropy acceleration effect
yeah,
for the
setting a
next
time limit would make
24
it,
hours or whatever.
yeah, setting a time limit would make it more successful.
Hey, Graham,
Sure.
roll a d20 and that's how many hours you said. One. Alright, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can be
I'm basically
immune.
going to ask for the next day so that we don't have to worry about the ship falling apart for a day.
You can be immune. You and your friends can be immune for one day.
And the ship, which
Yeah,
was the first thing I specified.
it can extend to the ship as well.
Cool. I'm just on the, like, I want the ship not to fall apart while we're doing the searching.
Wow,
like-
you successfully cast a 10th level wish. Good job. That is major
Okay.
progress.
I didn't
Yeah.
say ask for something that destroyed the universe this time. I'm
It's
very happy
true.
with that. These are the first two wishes I've cast that haven't basically ended the universe. I will have you know.
It's true.
Good, you're getting better.
The Lady of Pain's looking at your punch card like, I don't know, man. She's casting a lot of wishes that are destroying the universe, and she's like, oh no, she's going in a good direction now.
She's learning. She's learning.
She's beginning to believe.
Once she hits 6 wishes that fuck with the universe, that's when I show up and kill her.
Noted.
But so far, her punch card hasn't been filled in more, thanks to those wishes.
Okay,
You get the
so-
6 wishes that destroy a bit of the universe, and the Lady of Pain spawns in.
Yeah, she's
So-
like, your punch card's up, my dude. Dead. Snaps neck.
Wait,
Leaves.
so the reason Emir hasn't had this problem is that she has so many clones that she just keeps pushing clones in front of the Lady of Pain.
Oh.
She's doing the Dr. Bright thing from SCP Containment Breach where they say just throw D-class at it until it stops.
Yeah.
So first things first, I inform everyone that I have managed to make us safe from this effect for a little bit.
Yay!
We have 24 hours. And then I start to point out the directions and relative distances of all of the things that are a problem.
Although you actually will note that the signals you're getting from the ones on the floor are fading now that they're dead.
Yeah, I'm like, these
So
things are giving
can-
off a signal. I have that signal distance, and I start like plotting. I assume we have like sort of star charts.
I mean, for the ones that are coming from the ships, can we just use the ship weapons to just absolutely atomize everything on those ships?
Oh, I was assuming we were just gonna start atomizing everything around us in those directions.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We have
you,
big
Use
weapons.
the ship's big fuck off laser that Fume got. For
you can
us.
you can certainly attempt that next time.
Oh, got
Or-
Fair.
Next time.
It is late.
Yeah,
Fair.
On
got is
space
definitely
ball.
the right word for that.
Next
laser.
time, laser
I
beam.
acquired.
Yeah,
What did I say? I'm pretty sure I just said that Fume got for it.
yeah, you
Yeah,
said
exactly.
got.
I acquired it.
I'm saying that's
Yeah.
definitely the right word.
Yeah.
Got through illegal
Yeah?
means.
Hell, those guys even got under Colt's skin. Even he was just going, "These guys are dicks." I'm not even mad.
Well, I think overall we did a good job against Radahn.
Yeah.
Against
Never
who?
even met the guy. Never even met the guy. We
Well,
did that good of a job of it.
Who do you think the final boss is after you beat all these entropy monsters?
True, he is very depressed.
Massive entropy monster. I don't know.
Yeah, Radahn just shows up.
Has to
It
be
turns out it
horse
was
Radahn,
him all
though.
along.
I feel like I feel like my inability of playing or watching people really play these games are gonna mean that I don't understand a lot of stuff about our D&D game anymore.
No, it just means occasionally you'll not get such stupid jokes that we'll make. And
Oh,
by
okay.
work,
Yeah,
it's
that's
normally me
literally
and
all it'll mean.
Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
But me as well.
I mean, yeah, you understand them, but I mean, like, it's normally the two of us are making a joke.
Yeah, Colt's usually too sensible for these things.
Oh, good job, us.
What I don't get, it's if you guys make like Genshin references that I'm just like, okay, I don't know.
Something
El-
traveler.
You make it,
Yo,
yeah,
that's
you,
my
you make an
fave.
Elden Ring reference, I get it.
To be 100% fair, I don't get most of the Genshin references.
Yo, the new ZZZ game. There's a trash can
Zen
in it.
Lost Zone Zero.
Yeah.
It's really weird that they named it after that the losing all of your items in Minecraft, which is what a Zen loss is.
Okay, never heard
Oh.
of that before.
I mean, you must not watch enough Japanese streamers who play Minecraft, but yeah, the word.
Sadly, I don't.
They use the word they use in Japan for like when you fall into lava and lose all your equipment or whatever is called a Zen loss.
Always